Well, Owen, a 3-0 defeat, you take on that one?
A lot of frustration, I think, is the biggest emotion of the night. I think coming out of the game, it's probably not a 3-0 game. We've created a lot of chances there, and we've had an offside goal and hit the bar and stuff, and I think they've barely had many shots. I think 4, maybe 5, and obviously scored 3 goals. So I think it's frustration is the biggest feeling, and yeah, just want to get out the next one straight away, to be honest.
For the fact that Doncaster dominated the ball and possession so much, do you feel like they've kind of done a smash and grab and just pick your pocket?
It does feel that way a bit, to be honest, yeah. But I think at the same time we've got to be better. I think when you start the game like that, you're always kind of chasing it. Effectively give them a 1-0 head start, which was obviously like another frustrating moment. So then, going into that, we're then chasing the game a bit, even though it's the first, second minute of the game. So it totally changed the dynamic of the game. But I think we coped with it well, and we grew into the game. And then obviously to concede another one was, like I say, frustrating again. But it didn't really knock with too much. I think we still played and we still kind of created chances. And then obviously the third goal kind of against the run of play massively. And then from there it's obviously kind of game over, 3-0 down.
The 2 headers specifically, what can you as a defensive unit do better in those scenarios?
Well, I think first of all, obviously stop the cross. But obviously having played out wide, I know how difficult that is. But also obviously in the box we need to compete better. Obviously mark tighter in the box and find ways of putting him off, because obviously he's a big lad. But you can jump with him, jump into him, push him, nudge him. You know what I mean? You've got to find a way to kind of put him off. And ultimately we didn't do that. We didn't cope well with him enough. So yeah, kind of that's what we need to look at really.
Is it testament to how far Doncaster have come over the past couple of months, the fact that even at a goal down, maybe even at 2-0 down, you think there's still a chance we can get back in this? Whereas a few months ago there probably wouldn't have been that. I
think so, yeah. And I think that is a feeling that we as players definitely share. I think at half time, we're looking around and obviously 2-0 down, but I think we all knew that we were massively in the game, and I think obviously it was all about kind of getting the next goal. The fans were brilliant again for us, and they have been all season. So I think that's a real kind of big thing for us, because it does definitely drives us forward. And I think like I said there, we all felt that we could get back into the game, and unfortunately we didn't. But we've had obviously the offside goal. I haven't seen it back, but it is what it is. And yeah, just on another night, I think if we kind of get one, and then the momentum of the game totally changes, and you never know what will happen. But yeah, we haven't, unfortunately.
It felt like you hit the bar twice, an offside goal. Mo Fowl just couldn't quite get on the end of one 6 yards out. Is it one of those nights where you want if they're going to happen, let's have them all in one night and get them out of the way?
I suppose, yeah. But for us as players, it's just so frustrating. Like I said before, the initial thing is frustrating because we've put the ball in good areas, we've kind of been in the right moments, and obviously we've had the ball in the back of the net and we've had some great opportunities, but they haven't quite went our way, whether it was a kind of ricochet one way or the other, you know what I mean? And I think it's just one of them nights.
Yeah, and what's the last few weeks been like? Because you've bumped from Saturday to Tuesday. Seems like you've been a pinball machine.
Yeah, it's great, to be honest. I know I personally love it. I think just games is what you want to do. You want to just keep playing. Saturday, Tuesday, kind of you can keep the momentum, and I think tonight was a big chance for us to kind of really kick on and get another win and keep the momentum with us. But obviously we unfortunately didn't get that. But it's important that we bounce back. Obviously, like you said, the quick games gives us an opportunity to quickly turn it around and hopefully get a positive result on Saturday and kind of move on again.
Because Grant McCann said he's asking quite a few of you to do the work, which is why you need a squad, but he's having to really restrict it into just a few players.
Yeah, I think the gaffer will probably want more players available. Obviously we've got a lot of injuries, but we've got lads coming back fit. Ultimately for us as players, it's kind of, you've just got to be ready when you're picked and do everything you can to be kind of as fit as you can for the next game. And I know kind of personally that's been a big thing for me, just be fit and be ready and just keep going and keep playing, and kind of wherever you're asked to play or whatever job you're kind of asked to do, just do it to the best of your ability really.
Obviously you've had a fair few months now probably at centre back. What have you found it like?
I'm loving it, yeah. I really enjoy it. I think played decent. I think, you know, tonight was obviously frustrating, conceding 3 goals as a defender. But I think whether I was playing midfield, right back, wherever, I would have kind of been disappointed with that tonight. So yeah, I think obviously you take it a lot more personally when you're part of the kind of back 4, back 3, whatever we kind of chose to do. But in general terms, no, I'm really enjoying it there.
Do you sense in a way that you're breaking the mould because you're not the biggest, either fit, you know, tallest or widest, whereas some centre backs that's what they've archetypally been. So you're going to have to adapt your game to that. Do you sense that you are kind of, in a way, making that position your own?
Yeah, I think last season a big part of my game was heading the ball, which is obviously, like, you probably wouldn't think that obviously with my height. You know, so I competed with some really big strikers in the National League who are obviously big lads. So I think I'm not kind of afraid to mix it aerially. I think it's kind of more down to desire and getting yourself in the right position and wanting to win the ball. But I think like tonight, I think crosses is something that we definitely need to work on as a team, and personally I need to work on as well. So I think that's obviously something we can definitely look at. But I think in terms of physically, yeah, I've just got to kind of use my body in the best way I can, and hopefully I do that.
Head all right now? A few months on from, you had quite a nasty injury, didn't you?
Yeah, no, it's fine, absolutely fine now. Yeah. Just a little graze.
A little graze. How many stitches?
2.
Oh, right, not bad. Finally, from me, big game at the weekend, a local derby, and there'll be plenty in here. So, just how key is it that's so soon after this?
Yeah, it's massive. You know, it's obviously a big game for the fans, big game for us, but ultimately it's another 3 points at stake, and we want them 3 points. So, you know, we're all looking forward to it, and we're all, you know, really keen to kind of put right what happened tonight, and hopefully we can kind of bounce back and play well on Saturday.